This is that PS quintuple.
Come on now. Come on now. You there now? Come on now. There she comes. Okay, alright. Welcome to my PS5 unboxing video. I recorded this a few hours ago, and this is my first unboxing of the console. I received it in the mail on the 16th, the morning of the 16th. That's the fastest I could get it. So we're going to check it out. And I'm going to be reacting to my own unboxing in real time. So let's see how I did. Here we go. Kablam! The box was quite heavy. I think it was around 14 pounds. It was bulky. And my box was defective, actually. My box, the little handle that you're supposed to be able to carry it by was broken off on mine. So I wonder if it was dropped at some point. Yeah, see, you can see it there. That little handle thing is broken on mine. So I can't carry it by that. That's kind of weird. But I'm happy to report that the machine seems to be in total working order. So I don't know if it was actually a problem or not. Okay, so at this point I figured out that I needed a knife to cut that tape. So there we go, cutting it. I'm even trying to be careful doing that. Why, right? I was like... Now here I am. I'm demonstrating how the box, how the lid works. As you move that lid up, it unfolds those flaps. Which is kind of interesting. And then there's like a false lid on top of that lid that you need to open. And then you reveal the accessories pouch. There's the piece of the handle that was supposed to be attached. See how it's broken off there? Yeah. So I'm removing the inner box. Yeah, played like never before, apparently. There's the accessories box, a box you get on top of the console itself that contains things like your quick start guide, your controller, and all that, cords. I'm also looking distressingly bald in this video. Please ignore that. There's the piece de resistance over there, but we're gonna check out the controllers first and all that. Okay, that's the quick start guide. It's actually in color, and I demonstrate that it's actually in color in a moment. Usually this stuff's black and white, but this isn't, so that's cool. The health and safety, that's black and white. I'm sure the machine is plenty healthy. The infamous stand. The incredibly engineered stand. The most Japanese stand you can buy. Cat's getting a little bit antsy. Cat's not interested in the stand, that's weird. I kind of don't want her scraping the outer box, but... Okay, she's going into it now, and okay, she's starting to scratch it. She's starting to actually tear at the inside of the box at this point. I'm trying to make her get out, but she seems to have stopped, so it's okay. Power cord, I think? What's that, USB? HDMI? And everyone's favorite controller, the DualSense. Wow, what a controller this is. I've been using it for the past few hours playing Astro's Playroom, What a controller. But I'll be getting back into that later. Seems the cat has discovered the other box. I'm not so concerned if she messes up this one, so I let her in it. There we go. My very own Sydney Opera House. Yep. Let's filter that air. It's quite heavy. The original teardown done by Sony made it look very, very big, and I make it look kind of small. But rest assured, it's a large console. I believe it's bigger than the original Xbox that started the whole meme about huge consoles. Back in the day, they used to call things Xbox huge. Well, it's PS5 huge now. And here's my Switch. I'm just going to compare it to the Switch. It's hard to lay things on the PS5, as you can see, because it's got such a modern design. Here's my PlayStation 1, one of many. I have a huge stack of PlayStation 1s here, and I'm just gonna show you what it looks like in comparison. Okay. Now the PS5 is not actually white, it's actually slightly gray, but the PS1 is completely gray. So alright, here it is beside a sealed figurine of Geordi LaForge from Star Trek The Next Generation. In case you have one of those at home, wanted to get an idea for the size comparison. Okay, this cat is playing games right now. How do we get the cat out? We're taking the food and we're seeing if we can coax the cat out with the food. Come on now. Come on now. Get over there now. Come on now. There she comes. Okay, alright. Come on now. Yeah, okay. Let's go. Okay, we're good. We're good. And she just comes right back. This is the back of the console. It looks really cool from behind. It's all fins in the back. Cat's still messing around. Here's the front. Cat is very confused by this space-age alien object invading her perimeter. I would be too if I were a cat and I saw the PS5. Here's the first turn on with that satisfying beep. Perfect. If you guys don't remember, when I unboxed my PS4 on this channel, it actually did not work. My PS4 did not work out of the box, and I had to launch PS4. But the day one update fixed it. What it would do was it would shut off over time. It would stay on for a few hours and then shut off. And the update fixed it, so we're all good. Maybe the same thing will happen to the PS5, maybe not. But as from what I can tell from having played it, the PS5 for me is actually having less problems than the PS4 did. So we're doing good so far. However, I've turned off rest mode entirely. I've set all USB ports to always powered, and I'm not playing Spider-Man on it, and I'm not transferring any data to it, and I'm not touching any of the ports in the back other than power and HDMI. Everything I just mentioned seems to be a problem for the PS5 right now until it gets an update. People have been bricking their PS5s by putting it into rest mode, messing around with the USB ports in the back and the LAN port, and by playing Spider-Man. So I'm doing none of those things until Sony addresses it. So for right now, my PS4 is still hooked up. Right now, I'm figuring out that I accidentally unplugged the television, and then I had to actually go back and change the plugs around. But we got the PS5 on now, and we got the TV on. So right now, I'm messing with the controls on the side, trying to figure out how to set the source to the PS5. There it is. Finally, this is the moment I've been waiting for. As soon as I saw that, I knew it was worth all the money I paid. All that money. And I got to see this screenshot right here. I got it. So just going through the basic setup, like selecting my language and whatnot. Not sure what the camera's doing right now. Oh, okay. We're back. Asking me to set up my internet connection. This is where you select the size of your screen. So basically what you want to do is make it so those black dots do not intersect with the border of your screen, so that way you're getting the maximum amount of screen space. Here it's mentioning that if I wanted to put in a disc right now, I could, and have the disc set up while I was setting up my PS5 so I could maybe get into the game faster, right? You know, EA, it's in the game. Challenge everything. It's got these strange user-friendly setting things, like it asks you, like, what privacy level do you want? Do you want solo or open and social? And it's all very Windows 10-y, the way it talks to you, the way it infantilizes you. Here I'm trying to get rid of rest mode as fast as possible. We do not want rest mode. I was playing Astro's Playroom with the DualSense, and I think this feels better than the DualShock 4, but the improvement was not as immediately noticeable as with the PS4 DualShock 4 was when compared to DualShock 3. When I opened up my DualShock 4 and felt it for the first time, I thought, wow, this is infinitely better than a PS3 controller. And then I opened this and felt it, and I said, wow, this is like 40% better than a PS4 controller. So the PS4 DualShock 4 was maybe 70% better than the DualShock 3, and the DualSense is like 30 to 40% better than DualShock 4. which means this is a fantastic controller. Even though we're going down the Xbox 360 singularity right now. We're circling the drain of the Xbox 360 singularity with our controller slowly approaching Xbox 360. I mean, look at it. Astro's Playroom, not only is it a cool demo of all the features of the DualSense, it's actually a fun game. I might even 100% it. The controls were nice, the music was nice, the presentation was nice. Had a lot of soul. And I had a good time. And I'm going to probably beat it. I think it's the best pack-in game Sony has ever made. Not counting like post-launch bundles and things like that. I mean, the PS3 was packed in with Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, so I remember that shit. Yeah. Haptic feedback. Really cool. You know? These things here, these bad boys, they resist you. And I can tell, without looking at the screen, like kind of like the texture of what I'm walking on based on how the controller feels. It's pretty awesome. The DualSense is actually not white. I know it probably looks very white on this video, but when you hold it, you immediately realize that it is in fact very, very slightly gray. And I'm hoping that that will fight back on yellowing over time, but that remains to be seen. You got your touchpad, standard face buttons, L1, R1, L2, R2, two analog sticks. Analog sticks feel like they have a little bit more resistance than they had on the DualShock 4. D-pad feels more or less the same. Very premium feel to it. It feels like you paid money for this. This thing feels like cash money, honey. And you got a dedicated mute button for the microphone. For all you people that value your privacy out there. Yeah. Is it the best controller? If I'm honest, yes. If I'm not honest, it's the GameCube controller.